Is the world on the brink of biblical prophecy in 2025? Are we living in the end times? Welcome to Bible Questions Hub. Stay tuned as we'll explore the biblical truths and answer one question at a time. The book of Revelation, the Bible's final and most enigmatic text, has captivated and confounded for centuries. Written by the Apostle John around 95 AD, its vivid imagery of beasts, plagues, and cosmic battles was originally intended to offer hope and resilience to persecuted Christians under Roman rule. Yet, more than 2,000 years later, its symbols are being reinterpreted through the lens of our modern world, a world grappling with technological advancements, environmental collapse, and geopolitical instability. This article dissects Revelation's most haunting prophecies, analyzes their eerie parallels to 2025's turmoil, and explores the diverse interpretations of what the text truly means for our fractured world. Revelation chapter 6 describes the dramatic appearance of the four horsemen, each symbolizing different aspects of tribulation. While these figures were undoubtedly relevant to John's time, many see parallels in the events unfolding today. The white horse, often associated with conquest and pestilence, some interpret this rider as representing the rapid spread of misinformation and propaganda in the digital age, fueling conflict and division. I watched as the Lamb opened the first of the seven seals. Then I heard one of the four living creatures say in a voice like thunder, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a white horse. Its rider held a bow, and he was given a crown, and he rode out as a conqueror bent on conquest. Revelation 6, 1-2, NIV. In 2025, we see the rise of sophisticated AI-generated deepfakes and the weaponization of social media, contributing to global instability. Social media platforms, while offering opportunities for connection and communication, have also become powerful tools for spreading propaganda, hate speech, and disinformation. Algorithms can amplify extremist views, echo chambers can reinforce biases, and foreign actors can use social media to interfere in elections and sow discord. This connects to the conquest aspect of the white horse. Social media can be used to conquer minds and influence behavior, often without the target even realizing it. The rapid and widespread dissemination of information, whether true or false, mirrors the swiftness of the white horse's advance. The white horse rider's bow and crown symbolize power and authority. In the context of 2025, deepfakes and weaponized social media represent new forms of power, wielded by individuals, organizations, or even nations to achieve their objectives. They are the weapons of the information age, capable of conquering hearts and minds. Furthermore, the idea of the white horse bringing pestilence can be interpreted metaphorically. In this context, the pestilence is the spread of misinformation and distrust, which can be just as damaging to society as a physical plague. It erodes social cohesion, fuels polarization, and undermines faith in institutions. Given the potential for deception and manipulation in the digital age, the need for discernment and critical thinking is paramount. First, Thessalonians 5:21 advises, "Test all things, hold fast what is good." This applies to the information we consume online. We must be vigilant in evaluating sources, questioning narratives, and seeking out diverse perspectives. The red horse, symbolizing war and bloodshed, this horseman resonates with the escalating global conflicts and the rise of AI-driven warfare. When the Lamb opened the second seal, I heard the second living creature say, "Come." Then another horse came out, a fiery red one. Its rider was given power to take peace from the earth and to make people kill each other. To him was given a large sword. Revelation 6, 3-4. The 2025 context includes the increasing automation of warfare, raising ethical concerns and the potential for unintended escalation. The Black Horse, representing famine and economic hardship. This horseman mirrors the global economic downturn and the increasing scarcity of resources exacerbated by climate change. When the Lamb opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a black horse. Its rider was holding a pair of scales in his hand. Then I heard what sounded like a voice among the four living creatures, saying, 2 pounds of wheat for a day's wages, and 6 pounds of barley for a day's wages, and do not damage the olive oil and the wine. Revelation 6, 5-6. The impact of climate disasters on agriculture and the widening gap between rich and poor in 2025 echo this prophetic image. The pale horse, representing death and disease. This horseman finds a chilling parallel in the emergence of a new, highly contagious pandemic. When the Lamb opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth living creature say, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a pale horse. Its rider was named Death, and Hades was following close behind him. They were given power over a fourth of the earth to kill by sword, famine, and plague, and by the wild beasts of the earth. Revelation 6, 7-8. The 2025 pandemic, with its rapid spread and high mortality rate, evokes the devastating power of this final horseman. Revelation 13 describes a mysterious mark of the beast, a symbol of allegiance to a powerful and oppressive force. He causes all, both small and great, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Revelation 13, 16-17, New King James Version. In the 21st century, some interpret this mark through the lens of emerging technologies like Neuralink and digital identification systems. While these technologies offer potential benefits, they also raise concerns about privacy, control, and the potential for misuse. Are these advancements simply tools, or do they represent something more ominous? The debate continues. Revelation 17 and 18 depict Babylon the Great, a symbolic city representing worldly power, luxury, and ultimately corruption and judgment. For all the nations have drunk the maddening wine of her adulteries. The kings of the earth committed adultery with her, and the merchants of the earth grew rich from her excessive luxuries. Revelation 18:3, NIV. Some connect this imagery to global financial systems and the concentration of wealth in the hands of a few. Countries exposing widespread financial misconduct resonate with the biblical description of Babylon's decadence and corruption. Theologians, historians, and scientists offer diverse interpretations of Revelation. Some view it as a historical allegory of the struggles faced by early Christians. Others see it as a symbolic prophecy of future events. Dr. Elaine Pagels, a renowned religious scholar, emphasizes the importance of understanding the historical context of Revelation, arguing that its symbols were meant to be understood by the original audience. Conversely, some theologians, like the late Dr. Tim LaHaye, interpret Revelation through a more literal, futuristic lens, connecting its prophecies to contemporary events. Scientists, meanwhile, often focus on the potential for natural disasters and technological advancements to create conditions that could be interpreted as fulfilling biblical prophecies. The surge in interest in Revelation highlights a fundamental human need to understand our place in the cosmos, especially during times of crisis. Revelation, regardless of its specific interpretation, addresses timeless themes: the struggle between good and evil, the consequences of human actions, and the ultimate triumph of hope. In 2025, these themes resonate powerfully. The convergence of multiple global crises forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about our values, our priorities, and our responsibility to one another and the planet. Is Revelation a literal roadmap of the future? Perhaps not, but it undeniably serves as a potent reminder of the potential consequences of our choices and the enduring power of human resilience. Faced with the challenges of and the weight of these prophetic interpretations, what should humanity do? Cultivate critical thinking. The ability to discern truth from falsehood is more critical than ever in the age of misinformation. We must question narratives, evaluate evidence, and resist the allure of simplistic solutions. Promote ethical technology. Technological advancements must be guided by ethical considerations. We must prioritize human well-being, protect privacy, and prevent the misuse of powerful technologies. Address global inequality. The widening gap between rich and poor creates instability and fuels social unrest. We must work towards a more just and equitable distribution of resources. Protect the environment. Climate change poses an existential threat to humanity. We must take urgent action to reduce our carbon footprint and protect the planet for future generations. Foster compassion and cooperation. In a world often divided by fear and prejudice, we must cultivate compassion and understanding. Global cooperation is essential to address the complex challenges we face. Faced with the challenges of and the weight of these prophetic interpretations, what should humanity do? Cultivate critical thinking. The ability to discern truth from falsehood is more critical than ever in the age of misinformation. We must question narratives, evaluate evidence, and resist the allure of simplistic solutions. Promote ethical technology. Technological advancements must be guided by ethical considerations. We must prioritize human well-being, protect privacy, and prevent the misuse of powerful technologies. Address global inequality. The widening gap between rich and poor creates instability and fuels social unrest. We must work towards a more just and equitable distribution of resources. Protect the environment. Climate change poses an existential threat to humanity. We must take urgent action to reduce our carbon footprint and protect the planet for future generations. Foster compassion and cooperation. In a world often divided by fear and prejudice, we must cultivate compassion and understanding. Global cooperation is essential to address the complex challenges we face. Whether you see Revelation as prophecy, poetry, or history, its warnings are clear. Greed, injustice, and arrogance destroy societies. The antidote isn't paranoia, it's empathy, innovation, and the relentless pursuit of justice. As John wrote, "The one who is righteous, let them be righteous still." Revelation 22:11. Thank you for watching the Bible Questions Hub. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Until next time.